Yo, yeah, I finally got to go see John Wick, the legendary John Wick. And let me see. I saw the first one. The first one blew me away. I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan. It's like, I mean, it's very. Yeah, I don't think there's not anyone that's not a Keanu Reeves fan. From Bill and Ted to The Matrix to was it Point Break to like this man just puts out bangers of movies, right? So you got Point Break, Bill and Ted, Street Kings, the Matrix series or saga, now John Wick, and even some lesser roles like what was that one he did with Morgan Freeman? Damn, I forgot. It came out at the same time. 'Cause I saw it at the same time as The Fifth Element. It's like the second movie I watched by myself in the movie theater. Like I caught the bus by myself, bought my tickets by myself. I watched that movie, The Fifth Element, and another movie. Back in the day, I mean, you pay for one movie and you just walk into the other ones. Before internet, before people started getting like super crazy. It was like what they expected people to do. But then I guess somebody came along and was like, yeah, no, we not, that's stealing. We not allowing that anymore. But anywho, long story less long, we're talking about John Wick Chapter 4. Alright, so I'm not quite sure. I have to see it again. I'm already gonna go see it again off top, right? So I watched it and maybe I was spoiled as to how good it was. So my expectations were like through the roof, right? Through the roof, my expectations were. And I'm sitting here like I'm just, waiting to be like, ooh, ah, rah, you know what I'm saying? You got Donnie Yen, you got Keanu Reeves, you got these hot chicks running around in ninja gear. Like I'm ready, and it's just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, the choreography, everything was hype. I hype up the choreography and everything. But I guess for me, I never really just noticed Keanu, and I just noticed that he looked tired as shit. Like I don't know, like I'm not saying that his acting wasn't on point. I'm just saying he just looked tired, yo. He just looked like, fuck, like ugh. Because in the Matrix, like if you watch a side by side from John Wick 4 and the Matrix movies, like his choreography was like popping on point. Like he was struggling, but yet it still looked like he was like in there. Like when I'm like, I don't know, maybe I was paying attention too much, or I was putting myself in it too much or something, and I was just like, yeah, bro looks tired. Like he's kicking ass, but he's like tired. He's like, Jesus, another one, fuck. Like, like get off and go away. Like he's struggling, he's straining through all these fight scenes, and there's like, and like I said, the fact that I was spoiled on is like, oh, I was expecting it to go from action sequence to action sequence, and it's not like that. There's a lot of dialogue in the film. I mean, it's not like it's a drama or anything, but there's still dialogue in the film. The people that reviewed it, that I watched, Tyrone Magnus, Angry Joe, who else did I watch before I actually watched the movie? I think it was just Tyrone Magnus and Angry Joe. I usually watch Emergency Awesome. I usually watch the other guy that's a super duper critic. Anyway, but they made it sound like yes, wall to wall action, and then some of the action doesn't make any sense and blah blah blah. Like constantly getting hit by cars, and then he gets hit by cars and he shrugs it off, and then this other guy gets hit by a car and like he's done. It's like I feel them like in those instances, but at the same time it's like no, he got hit by a couple cars and he was slow getting up. He got hit by a couple cars and it was like, bro, you can see it on his face, like, bro, like, I just want to be in my bed right now. Like he looked like somebody that worked like 16 hours, 18-hour shifts, and he's just had it. He's just like, dude, I just want to lay down. Like, this is bullshit. I'm tired. Like, I got my revenge for my dog. Like, I just want to go sit down somewhere and fucking think about life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that last sequence of just reaching this next checkpoint, him and the unlikely team up with the dude he's gonna be facing off against. Yo, Angry Joe did hit it on the mark where he was like, yo, this is like a video game. He was like, you gotta go get this quest, to go get this item, to go talk to this person, to go to the next quest, to progress the story. It's like, yeah, I could see the formula, but to be fair, we are a video game generation, so I would assume that would bleed in, and only like true like nerd, geek, dork, video game enthusiasts would like pick up on that. Like your average moviegoer is probably like, oh yeah, man, this is so fucking cool. He has to go kick this dude's ass, go kick this other dude's ass, and then he kicks. But before he can kick this dude's ass, he has to kick all these other guys' ass, and yeah. But a video game person is like, oh my god, it's like he has to get through a fodder to get through this. Only have like 2-3 medical packs left. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking beat this mission. Like, what the fuck? Where's the save point? Yeah, that's how he looked through the whole movie. Like, where's the fucking save point? I need to save. I need to save my progress. Like, what the fuck is this? And goddamn, fucking so. Is it the first sequence? Because we left off in the third movie. He got shot off the building, and again, physics in the real world. If you fall in more than 2 stories, bro, you're done. Even if you somehow survive, you're still done. Like, no. And I don't care how bulletproof the suit is, close range like that, you'll be out. You'll be having internal bleeding, internal damage, something. Like, it would be permanent. It wouldn't be no, oh yeah, I'm gonna walk this off, or I'm gonna fucking, somehow miraculously fucking, get over it. It's like, nah, bro, that's kind of, I don't know. It's like, I get it. It's a movie. It's entertainment. I get it. What do you call it? Something disbelief, suspension of disbelief. Doubling over, bending over backwards for the suspension of disbelief. It's John Wick. We're all here for the spectacle. We're not really here for it to make sense. Type of thing. And then it's like, yo. But at the same time. It's like, bro, because the first movie was grounded. Like, yeah, it's the first time we've seen this gun fu. It's the first time we've seen this world and this history. So it was new. It's it's like, yeah, we're in it. We're like, oh wow, this is refreshing. You know what I'm saying? And then by the second one, the third one. Really, the third one should have been like, okay. The third one should have been like, instead of it being chapter 4, it should have been like 3 in 2 parts, like they did The Matrix. And, with that train of thought, this movie, this chapter 4, it seems to me, it feels like a bookend for John Wick. Like, I am satisfied with the ending. They don't need to make any more John Wicks. He's out, No, I'm sorry. He's not out. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, they don't need to make any more fucking John Wick movies after this movie. And if they want to do like a spin-off of all these characters that they introduced, like the dog and the girl and the blind swordsman or whatever the fuck, yeah, okay, I will go and pay money for that. But as far as John Wick, yeah, Keanu, you had, applause, bow, exit stage. You've yet again done it. You showed that, hey, there's still, ideas to explore in Hollywood. We don't need another John Wick. I'm saying it right now. We don't need another John Wick, man. You've earned it. You don't need to come back for a 4th one. If you want to do like a John Wick Mission Impossible crossover or John Wick fucking um, I don't know, maybe a John Wick prequel with a fucking CGI version of Keanu Reeves when he was like in his prime or whatever. Okay, cool. But other than that, we don't need we don't need to see we don't need to see another John Wick. As far as because I mean, where are you gonna take the story after this movie? I mean, they I think it's perfectly written. He has more or less a what do you call it? Not a it's an ending. It's a true ending. It's not no open-ended. Oh, he may or may not be alive. He da da da. I mean, it's a good ending. It's like hey, it's like that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? We saw the characters we needed to see. Everybody got their clap back. Well, for the most part. And then they had the stinger at the end, which again, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with John Wick. I'm gonna say JW. It don't have nothing to do with JW. You know what I'm saying? They can, like I said, they can take this to following this sexy ass female fucking protagonist. I guess because everything is going female now anyway. So I guess they're gonna have a female John Wick. You know what I'm saying? So. And like, just like we keep, wanting an Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan, which is technically Ghost of Tsushima in my book. But it is what it is. So I don't think there's gonna be another John Wick. And even if there is another John Wick title card, it's like, how do you even? Is it like Mr. Nobody John Wick 5 or the Revenge for my daddy John Wick 5? You know what I'm saying? Like, how we gonna? Is it John Wick or is it just another? Or is it Gun Fu 1 or Gun Fu 2? Or like, how are we gonna do these? Because obviously they're gonna keep the franchise going, but I don't think JW is gonna be a part of the franchise. And I think again that's why they focused on a lot of these auxiliary characters. Because even like I said, you look at. I mean, what can I say about the plot in the story? We all know the plot. He's trying to get out. He's trying to get out, and he has to kill a bunch of people to get out. I mean, that's the plot. Is he successful? You have to fucking watch the movie, all 3 hours of the movie to find out. And like I said, is the movie enjoyable? Of course it's enjoyable. It's John Wick. Like, John Wick is one of the movies you just put on and you clean up, you do whatever to, and you can, you just watch it, Oh, Double Toasted. Double Toasted were kind of fucking, they were hard on Keanu. They were just like, yeah, his lines were fucking, you know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, Keanu, I remember he did some dramas back in the day, but as far as him ever having like stellar fucking lines, like he always has one-liners. He never has like stellar lines. Like all his lines are like, yeah, or what was the one from The Matrix? Whoa, like Bill and Ted, excellent, da da da. It's like, yo, he always has the one-liners. He never has like the lines. Like he never has those Dirty Harry fucking moments. I mean, I guess technically you could say it's a Dirty Harry moment, but still, it's always just one-liners with him. But anyway, I don't know why people be tripping. Like, you know what you're paying for when you go to see a John Wick movie. It's a spectacle. That's all it is. It's a spectacle. It's enjoyable. It's controlled chaos. It's just chaos. It's like game starts and you just gunfire, and and then you have it's gunfire, and then it's like what do you call it? And then once the gunfire stops, there's like a breather, a little bit of dialogue maybe, and then more gunfire ensues for no reason. It's like ceasefire, and then you had that, and then everybody starts shooting again, all over again. So I don't know. It's like John Wick 4 is like I paid I don't know what, $20, $30 for it. Super comfortable. I got fed. You know, it's like, yeah, do I regret spending the money for it? No. Am I gonna spend more money for it? Yes. You know, it's John Wick. It's Keanu. All right. So, you know, I mean, I don't even know why you're even watching this review or listening to it. You probably just want, you know, someone else's opinion, or you're bored, or you're taking a, you know, you're making a deposit in a porcelain throne or whatever. And for that, I appreciate your time. John Wick, to me, is a good movie. It's a bookend, and it's an ending. This may not be the perfect ending. I mean, is it for the story? Because the story honestly got out of control. You know, because it went from you killed my dog to now I'm trying to get out, and I keep digging myself deeper in this whole type of stuff, as opposed to, okay, you killed my dog and I'm getting clapped back for my dog. And again, it's like, it's John Wick, bro. It's like, I can't even, I don't know, it's like, I'm not, like, I don't know, it's very rare that I don't like a movie. I like stories. As long as the story's there, I don't get off into the technical stuff like a lot of these critics do. But they're being paid to do that. You know, I'm not being paid. You know, I'm just saying, like, yo, I like the movie. It was cool, but it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. Again, it would have been better if I didn't see not one like, what do you call it? Not one review. If I had went in completely blind, like if I didn't know this was coming out, and I just happened to go to the movie theater and it was playing, it would have been a lot better. As opposed to me doing all this, can't really wait. So I'm just like, oh man, what's this? Is it gonna be good? Like, who's in it? And da. What's the story looking like? And all this other stuff. So it would have been a lot better. But as far as, like, did I enjoy, even with all that, did I enjoy the movie? Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. The movie was good. The movie was awesome. And I'm happy outside. So, and that's going to be my review, because I really can't, I don't want to spoil anything, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to spoil anything. I just, like, hey, the movie was good. So, yeah.